We're looking at income tax. We can see that Marcus earned $15,780 in the previous financial year. Oops, need the red one. Marcus earned 15,000 and how much? 780 in one financial year. So I believe it's July to June. That's a financial year. How much money does he have to pay to the tax office? Well, to do this, what we do is we have a look over. Oops.
You're not filming.
I have a look over at our tax brackets here and I can see which tax bracket is Marcus going to fit into. Bracket 1, 2, 3, all the way to 5. Which one do you reckon, Lucas, and why?
Nil, because it's below 18,000.
Bingo. So he earned 15,000. He earned more than 0, but he didn't earn more than 18,201. So he fits into the first bracket. So what I'm going to do is I'll just state for myself right now, he's in the first bracket. Since we know he's in the first bracket, we have a look at the conditions. It says, conditions for this bracket is tax on this income is nil or 0. So because of that, when we ask ourselves, how much tax is Marcus going to pay on his income of $15,780? Well, his tax is going to be no tax. He is a low income earner. We do not want to tax low income earners because how are they supposed to live if we tax them? Sound fair? So if you're a low income earner, you pay less tax. If you are below 18,000, you don't pay tax. That's only fair. That's number 1. First situation, Marcus pays no tax. Sorry about the pen. I need to get new ones. Okay, second situation. Situation 2. Which person are we focused on now? Harris? Chloe. How much did Chloe earn last financial year?
40,125 in the previous financial year.
20,000. 40,000.
125.
Dollary dues, because it's Australian. How much tax is Chloe going to earn? First thing we need to think about is which tax bracket is Chloe in right now? There's bracket 1, 0 to 18,000. Bracket 2, 18,000 to roughly 45. And then bracket 3, upwards from 45. Harris, which bracket is Chloe going to be in?
16 cents for each $1 over
Yeah,
18,000.
she's in the second bracket. She's going to pay, the conditions are 16 cents for each dollar earned over 18,200. Or in other words, what this is saying is, every dollar that is greater than 18,200 that appeared in her bank account that year, she must give 16% of that to the government. Seem fair? It's a lot of money. All right, let's calculate how much this will be. Firstly, we have to split her income into non-taxable income and taxable income. Her taxable income is going to be $40,125. Take away, what is the threshold for paying the or 16 cents on the dollar? It is 18,200. So we subtract 18,200 from the $40,125, and that's going to give us, what will this give us, guys? Hunter?
21,925.
21,925. So 21,925 is going to be the taxable part of her income. So it will be like so. Now we need to ask ourselves, how much tax is she going to pay on this dollar? So we say tax on dollar. And what is the rate for every dollar earned over 18,200, Lucas? How many cents?
16 cents.
16 cents, or in other words, it's saying 16% of the taxable part of her income. So it's going to be 16% of 21,925, and we simply do the calculation there. Whole amount is 21,925. We want to get 16%, so I multiply it by 16 and divide it by 100. Do we have a result, guys? 3,500 and excellent. So this is how much money Chloe's going to have to give to the tax department or the tax office. So we can say Chloe will pay $3,508. But remember, what's this money going to go towards? Hands up. What's something that this money will go towards? Harris?
Like education, medical,
Yeah, education, medical.
and
What do we drive our cars on?
roads.
Roads. What about when we're experiencing hardship and we're not earning money at the moment? Who's going to support us? The government. So government services, you can go on what's called New Start or Job Seeker Allowance, and they'll give you an allowance until you get back on your feet. That's supported through this. Okay, next one. We have another situation. Which person is in our situation on this next one, Annabelle?
It's Ethan.
Ethan. How much did Ethan earn last year?
I can't really see. 90,700
90,700
and 700.
dollary dues. Australian dollars. Okay, so quite a bit of money. Hands up if you'd be happy if you earned this much money last year. It's a start. All right, so what we're going to do is, first step, identify the bracket that Ethan belongs to in this financial year past. Jackson, can I pick on you? Which bracket do you reckon he belongs to and why? Did he earn more than $0?
No.
He got more? Yeah, more than 0. Did he get more than 18,000? Did he get more than 45,000?
Yeah.
Did he get more than 135,000?
No. So
He wishes. Yeah, he belongs in the third bracket. Conditions for the third bracket are, there's an upfront tax you have to pay. The upfront tax is you pay an immediate $4,288 just because he's in that bracket. Next, every dollar he earned over $45,000, he has to pay 30 cents on the dollar, or every dollar above 45,000, 30% of that will go to the government. Seem fair?
no.
Doesn't feel it at the time, but yeah, because all of that money is going to go to services that we all benefit from. So, doing these calculations here. Firstly, we know he is in which bracket? Third bracket. So I'll write third bracket just so I don't forget. Next, is there an upfront tax amount that he has to pay? Sophie, is there an upfront fee that he has to pay? Or upfront amount of tax he has to pay? Starts with 4.
Yeah.
How much is it? So immediately he has to pay $4,288 just because he falls in that bracket. So it's going to be $4,288 straight away. That's part of his tax he'll end up paying. Next, we have to figure out which part of his income is taxable. Taxable part of his income is going to be his money earned for the year. That's going to be 90,700. Subtracted by, it says in the conditions, every dollar over 45,000 will have a 30-cent given to the government. So it's going to be $45,000. Could someone type that in the calculator, please?
It was 45,700.
Excellent, Hunter. You're on fire today.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the taxable part of his income. He's going to have to pay a tax on this dollar. Now, tax on the dollar. For every dollar in this amount over here, how many cents does he give to the government? Or does Ethan give to the government, please, Tegan? How many cents will Ethan give to the government for every dollar here? 30. 30 cents goes to the government for every dollar here. So we're going to say 30% of 45,700. That's simply going to be 45,700 times 30 divided by the 100. And what do we get? How much, Matilda?
I said money.
How much money? Nice.
13,710.
13,710.
That's ridiculous.
It's a lot, isn't it?
It's nearly half.
That's just the tax on the dollar. Total tax is going to be this figure up here, 4,288.
So 17,900 and
plus 13,700. Add your upfront tax with your tax on the dollar. How much tax is that, Hunter?
17,988.
Ethan will pay.
you missed something.
What did I miss?
You need to do 10 more because you put in 13,700 and it's 13,710.
Oh, sorry, I did. Ethan will pay. Does the figure still say the same, Hunter?
No, it's changed to 98.
Let's calculate again. 4,288 plus 13,710.
17,998.
There's your answer. Worded question, worded response. But remember, what do our taxes go to?
Resources that can be useful for us.
Yeah, it goes to infrastructure, it goes to social support. You need a fire engine to put out a house, or get a cat out of the tree. There's your tax dollars at work, guys.
My question is, so in the
Hands
third,
up. Yes, Cody.
so in the third and fourth category,
Yeah,
how it goes from straight from 4,288 up front,
yeah.
it adds an extra $27,000. If you made it $1 more
Yeah.
than 135,000, you have to pay an extra 27,000.
It doesn't look fair, does it?
No.
You might as well stay in that second bracket, shouldn't you? But what you find is if you're on the cusp of the bracket, you're probably going to pay $31,287. It actually goes up pretty consistently. I used to think that as well when I was younger. You do the calculations at steps.
Yeah.
Now the question is, what bracket do you want to be in? If you're in the bottom bracket, you don't have to pay tax. If you're in the second bracket, tax isn't too bad. It's only 16 cents on the dollar. But if you go all the way to the fifth bracket, you're paying $51,638 all up front, and then it's 45 cents for every dollar you earned over 190. It's almost like you're being punished for making money. Which bracket should you be in and why? Molly, which bracket would you choose and why? Which bracket would you want to be in? Any ideas? Matilda, did you say one? Which bracket? Why 3?
I don't know. I just feel like saying.
Yeah, Jackson, which bracket would you choose and why? 5, why?
Because the government can't force me to pay my taxes.
They can. You get in all sorts of trouble. Yes, Jacob?
Number 3,
Sorry, bracket 3, why?
because you're only getting taxed by about $5,000 on dot. Or
Yeah, but how much money are you earning per year? Is it enough? Sophie, which bracket?
No, I haven't pushed it through.
Alright, can we come back to it?
No. How much is the fine if you don't pay it?
The fine will be, I think it's something like 10% every year you don't lodge it. And it's compound interest, so it goes up massively. Yes?
bracket 4 or 5.
4 or 5, Matilda?
Pardon? Oh, I was wondering, so say you're in the lotto, right, and you just stop working, do you still have to pay your taxes?
I think you pay tax on the lotto, but I'm not sure if it's income tax or not.
Okay.
Yeah, that's still a lot of money.
But
Why bracket 5?
because with bracket 5, if you make a lot of money, there's no threshold to the next category.
Bingo! You want to be in bracket 5,
You
guys.
don't want to be in the low side of bracket 5 though.
Doesn't matter. Remember, the brackets all step into each other
Yeah.
pretty consistently. So if you're in the cusp of bracket 5, you're still basically going to get that tax fee. You're in bracket 5 and you're earning massive amounts of money. You're earning $500,000. You're going to be better off than someone earning $45,000. You always want to earn as much money as you can and be in the highest bracket possible because that means you're earning the most amount of money. Does that make sense? Are there any questions? Sophie, you had a question? What was it again, sorry?
I asked it. I said, how much is the fine if you don't pay your taxes?
Don't mess with the tax office. There are 2 things guaranteed in life.